guys, Exploring with Chelsea here. We left about 45 minutes ago, actually closer to an hour ago, to head out and explore for the next couple of days. Got Adeline in the back, and then Kathleen's driving, and Junior came along. So stick around, guys. Hey guys, so we are coming up on, we're definitely in high country. It's 28 degrees per the temperature on the car, and I'm seeing out the window, I see bits and pieces of snow, and there's frost on the ground right now. And cool. We saw a sign about 4 miles, not even 4 miles back, that said watch for elk. This is one of my favorite fields. But enjoying it, and stick around, guys. There's snow on Snowball. Yay! For all of you who are in doubt if it snows in Arizona, yes, it does. You have to be in high country. That is Snowball. We have three places where you can ski in Arizona. That being one of them, Snowball. All right, we made it to our first location, and this is the view of Snowball. As you can see, we are right off the I-40. The I-40 is back here. This frontage road that's right here used to be the 66. And Twin Arrows is currently a single arrow. You can see right there where it used to be. There used to be some gas pumps over here. Lots changed since I was here. There used to be a settlement right back over here as well, right by those. And then you've got this. All right, guys, so as you saw, the arrow is very iconic. Here you can see it off the freeway. There's Kathleen. Say hi, Kathleen. It used to be, some of the stuff that's back here used to be like a trading post, a restaurant. It was owned and operated by the Griffiths back in the 1950s. It was built in the 1940s as Canyon Padre Trading Post. This store changed its name to the Twin Arrows shortly thereafter. And then it also had gas stations, a gift shop, and a diner, which we will go and look at momentarily. But in 1955, when the Griffiths sold the store to William and Marjorie Troxel, the management changed the name to the Twin Arrows. It operated until 1998, when everything declined. So it kind of fell apart 30 years ago almost. And unfortunately, with the new management, they struggled to reopen the diner and bring buildings up to code. Henceforth, between the I-40 construction and the lack of renovations, it died out. But it finally went abandoned. Some places say 95, some places say 98. So it just depends. It is currently under the ownership of the state of Arizona. And when I came here in March of 2023, we had both the arrows up here, and there wasn't that much graffiti over here. But yeah, stick around, guys. We're gonna hit our next location, which is gonna be the Canyon Diablo. Two Guns, which is just a couple miles down the road, and then we're gonna hit up another location that's also in the area before going to our fourth place. So stick around, guys. So I will post, I already did post a video from 2023 of this place. I will put in some of the video from that so that you guys can see the difference. When I was here last, there used to be pumps up over here, and there used to be pumps right here, and they're no longer there. And a lot of power lines are down, like poles are down. So a lot's changed. So stick around, guys. I think this just used to be one of the sheds. Had power here at one time. Yeah, see these aren't here anymore. Used to be the pumps. There were pumps over here, and then you had two over here. This used to be the gift shop, and then the diner is right there. American. Yeah, even this. Oh wow. That wasn't like that when I was here last. I'm not gonna walk on the floor because it's gone downhill a lot since I was here last. I'm on cement right now. But yeah, this place has gone to the wasteland. This right here used to be the bathroom. I can tell you that because I remember that. And then here is the diner. This used to be a great stop for truckers to get food and stuff. So you could get to through the diner, you could get to the gift shop and stuff. And it looks like somebody set fire here recently. That was me, guys. This is kitchen. I got stuff out over here. Gotta be careful. Used to be a big storage unit right there, or where they kept like their inventory and stuff like that. Watch the hole. But yeah. And then we'll be going over. There's a little twin arrow or two guns is over there, guys. But I don't know if they had living quarters over here, but whoa. This place is gone to the wayside since I was here last. Now, when you come onto these things, I have a permit to go onto these places, just in case. It's a dumping site too, guys, unfortunately. But yeah, you need to have permits, which isn't too terribly bad to get out over here. But over here, it looked like they had a couple of rooms that you could rent out, because that's what I remember those are. And then these were rooms at one time. This was like a back room right here. I used to be able to walk through right here. But these, you could see, used to be rooms, which can't really tell that anymore. This is the entryway to one of them, and then you have like your little kitchen right there, He had a bedroom and everything, but he had like a couple rooms to operate or to live in. I don't know if it was living quarters for the people who worked the diner and all that or what, but get Route 66. And then there's the beautiful view of Snowbowl. That's really it of Twin Arrows. Junior, as you see, he came for the adventures as well, but unfortunately there's not a whole lot here. There's grain feeds over here where I showed you guys originally where the silos are, and a big huge hole in the ground, but where they stored stuff, but that's about it. It's gone to the wasteland. There's no recovering this now, unfortunately, but a lot of people are trying to get the second arrow put back up and redo the other arrow that's fallen apart. But we'll see, only time will tell. And this is the whole reason why I document things like this, is because of the fact that one day they're going to be gone. And documenting the downfall of them is interesting. So stick around, guys, and hang out with us for the rest of this trip. Thanks, guys. So this next location, the Two Guns, it's also known as Canyon Diablo. The gas station actually caught fire and burned down, and that was the end of that. But it was also another iconic location on the 66, which is now the 40. It has a lot of Apache ties, because that's Apaches and the Navajos. You've got the Death Cave, which we won't be going into because Miss Kathleen got hurt. But there was an attack out there, and a bunch of Apaches ended up passing away because of the fight. They got smoked out and ended up getting killed, and that was like the war on the tribe that was out in this area. It used to have a theme park, and during that time, actually shortly before that, you had during the winter of 1879 to 1880, Billy the Kid and outlaw gang hid in the ruins in this area, and then used the stone houses and corral to the west rim of the Canyon Diablo across from Two Guns. So there's a lot of history here as well. Two Guns was a Wild West theme park. There was graffiti decoration at the beginning, at the entrance, and it's faded, but you can still, last I was out here, you can still see it. There's the RV park. But their quick claim to fame was the residents of this area dug up a dead gunslinger, gave him a quick shot of whiskey, and people would pose with him for photos. That was one of their quick ways to get some fame out here. It was originally a trading post, and the trading post opened in the 1920s by Earl and Louise Cundoff. They had somebody come in that wanted to put some mountain lions and stuff in there, so that was Harry Injun Miller, who is not Native American, by the way. On March 3rd, 1926, Miller and Cundoff had a heated dispute on the lease of the zoo that led to unaliving. Miller Injun, the not Native American, ended up unaliving Miller, the owner of the property. Miller was acquitted for unknown reasons, And then shortly after the rival, Miller was mauled by one of his own mountain lions, and on two different occasions, followed by a bite by a poisonous Gila monster. And those guys are not fun to get bit by. That unfortunately was not the last of the drama. Miller's wife ended up going to court and having a bunch of legal battles with this guy Miller because of the fact that he claimed that he owned the property and he really didn't. He ended up, after a $15,000 of court actions later, Candoff managed to keep the land and Miller left shortly thereafter. All that remains of this area is the sign, mountain lions, some stone buildings, and then the Apache Death Caves area. And there used to be a KOA on it, but that's no longer, it's fallen apart and everything like that. So I will show you the video of that in a minute. I will do video of that in a minute, but we're on our way. It's about 5 miles away. So stick around, guys. So again, a lot of changes. There's the two guns sign that somebody graffitied over. You have the KOA that's up at the top, and then you can barely make it out, but that's the where the gunslinger used to be. And then there's one back there as well. You can still see that a little bit, but a lot's changed. You can see the wall that's around that. They're doing something here because there's trucks. There's trucks over here and this guy and everything. So there's a lot that's going on. I don't know what they're doing, but this building it was a garage. You had pumps, gas station pumps here and over here. But this is what caught fire and burned down. Inside the structure, this was the restrooms. So one restroom. And then here's the other one. They're probably going to demolish this. Probably had a little service window. This was probably where they you would sit right in here. You would sit in here while your vehicle got worked on, oil changes and all that, and then that's where you would pay. But this is the garage. You can see the roll-ups that they used to have and everything. And then I don't know what would have been there, but yeah, a lot of the metal and stuff. But when I was here, there used to actually be a circuit panel here back in 2023. But again, this is another item that fell to its demise because of the I-40, and people would bypass here, so it didn't last very long, which kind of stinks. But we're gonna head over to where the mountain lions were. You can see right over there is where the Apache Death Caves and stuff are, but I don't know what kind of work they're doing over here. So again, here's another place that I'm not sure how much longer is going to be around. We'll see. We'll see, guys. It's kind of sad because just in 3 years, a lot has changed, and I'm kind of sad to see that. I understand things change, and that's one guarantee in life is things changing, but still kind of stings. But we'll see. Here's the mountain lions, guys. And then you've got a lot of the Apache Death Caves. You've got buildings. You've got a bridge. You've got the building there. You've got a couple of structures right over there between us and where all that structure is. That's up right here. And then there's more structures that are back behind this as well. We'll go down in that in a minute. You can actually see that it says mountain lions. And there's a bunch of, we'll go in there in a minute. And then back behind these trucks, there used to be a sign, so that's still standing there. And then you can actually see right there, right here, that there's a wall. Not sure what they're doing, but it's kind of sad, as I keep on saying, that this place is not going to be here much longer. And this place has a lot of history. I didn't even dabble in a whole lot of the history here. Yeah, this place has a lot of history. One of the there's stairs going down, and let's go down, and then we'll look up at the structure. They had other animals here as well. I don't know what other animals. It was primarily, he was notorious for his mountain lions, which, as I said, he got attacked by a couple of times. So there's more structures right over here. That's part of the Apache and the Navajo and everything, the battle that happened here. But here you go. So here's the structure. They had, I don't know what they had up over on this side, but this side is where they had the mountain lions and stuff like that for the zoo. And yeah, as I keep on saying, I'm not sure how much longer this place is gonna last, and I'm kind of sad by that, with how much history is actually here. But all good things must come to an end, I guess. As sucky as that is, all good things must come to an end. But this is it. This is the structure, guys. And then this bridge that's right here that you guys see, this bridge right here, used to be the bridge for Route 66. Yeah, I'm saddened by what's happening. As I said, it is what it is. And just knowing that this history, and even the structures that are out in front of me for the Apache Death Cave, just knowing that things like that's going to go away, and all that is kind of stinks. I understand that shit happens, but it still sucks. So that's part of the reason why I have like the abandoned page and Exploring with Chelsea, is because one day all this is going to be gone, and there's only going to be the videos to preserve it. And I don't like that, but again, things happen and history is going to be lost. So I hope you guys enjoy these sorts of things, and I try to document every couple of years, especially like this place. Like I said, it was 3 years that I was here last, and a lot has changed since then. I don't know what these trucks that we saw when I came down the little path, I don't know what they're here for. I don't know what they're going to put here, and I don't know how much longer this history is going to last, but we'll see. I couldn't find anything about what's going to happen here, but we'll find out. So stick around, guys. We still have a couple more stops for today. Before we end the video for today, and just enjoy. So stick around, guys. So this used to be, I can see the chicken wire along the wall right here. It used to be an enclosure. I think this was for bird or small prey that they had. Don't know what was over here, but yeah, forgive us, we have a lot of squirrel moments up here. Yeah, like I said, I don't know what they're doing. They've got a lot of trucks and stuff like that. Not sure what they're doing. I don't know if they had something up here, because there's the posts. I'm not sure if they did something up here. And on this side, that might have been the ticket booth right there. to get you in based off of what's on the ground, but not 100% sure, guys. No speeding, guys, sorry, but meteors can go 26,000 miles an hour. And then there's the story. Alright guys, so we're at Meteor Crater and this is the view from the second floor. They do have hotels here, it looks like. But we're gonna get into where the Meteor Crater is. Yeah. Meteor Crater Discovery Center, you have come to one of the most fascinating places on Earth. Meteor Crater is the best preserved and first proven meteorite impact site in the world and home of many important discoveries in the science metric and cratering machines. Hey guys, so we're at Meteor Crater, if you couldn't tell. This place is badass. I've never been here, but a lot of people speak very highly of it out here. It's a meteor that hit Earth and hit Arizona. So stick around. I'll give you more information when I get back to the car. In the meantime, got a piece of space shuttle and then we got an astronaut suit. So stick around, guys. You can actually see inside, guys. Let's see if we can do this. So it's the inside of it, guys. Just to give you guys a look, this thing is tiny. This is the only thing that has returned to Earth, guys, after the return to Earth. And you got to see inside of it. And they do recover a lot of them, not all of them, but this thing's pretty big. On the outside, it looks pretty big. On the inside, not so big. They do, like I said, they do get to recover a lot of it, not all of them. But then, look at this beautiful view. So, enjoy Meteor Crater, guys. This is pretty cool, guys. This is where we're at right here. This is where we parked, just to give you an idea.
And this one is so annoying. It's the one in our office now is too old, and they say they will not repair it.
As much, it appears as much today as it did when it was formed nearly 50,000 years ago. It remains the world's best preserved and first proven example of a large impact crater and a valuable laboratory for research. Give you an idea of size. Dang, that's the Eiffel Tower. Interactive, guys.
Is it correct or incorrect? It wasn't. Lightest to heaviest? Horse is definitely not the lightest.
Iron.
Oh, I was wrong. So it's this.
Earth rock.
Really? move this like this. Okay, maybe not. That's me.
Damaged into a vehicle.
Going up here, going like that.
Mm-hmm.
We have to go into New Mexico to get to Four Corners.
Yep, that's right.
We were supposed to go here. Okay.
Moving at 11 miles per second, a meteor raced through the solar system towards Earth. Immense shock waves were created.
But in the past, the crater presented a mystery. All agreed that a large explosion had occurred. But was it a meteor or a volcanic blast? In the late 19th century, Grove Carl Gilbert conducted the first serious study of Meteor Crater. He was chief geologist of the U.S. Geological Survey. In 1891, Gilbert traveled to Arizona. His goal, to test the theory that a meteor impact had formed the crater. We now know that the meteor vaporized on impact, but Gilbert assumed that a giant meteorite lay buried under the crater floor. So he thought that the amount of material ejected from the crater should be much greater than the amount he actually found. Gilbert also reasoned that a magnetic survey would indicate a large mass of buried iron, but his experiments came up empty. Lacking evidence in support of a meteor impact, Gilbert concluded that a volcanic steam explosion had blasted the crater. This idea went undisputed until the early 1900s, when Daniel Berenger arrived from Philadelphia. In search of a giant meteorite, he began mining operations on the crater floor. After finding many meteorite fragments mixed with ejected rocks on the crater rim, Berenger was convinced that a meteor had formed the crater. Over several years, he gathered other evidence, such as fine silica at the site, which could only be created by the enormous pressure of a meteor impact. Berenger also noted the complete lack of volcanic rock or any sign of volcanic activity at the crater.
Melted most of the meteor and spread it with a large plume of debris.
Doubters still remained, however, until Dr. Eugene Shoemaker began his groundbreaking work at Meteor Crater. In 1960, Shoemaker and two colleagues discovered two new minerals in the rocks beneath the crater. The minerals coesite and stishovite are new, denser forms of quartz created by the extreme pressures and temperatures of a meteor impact. Today, scientists look for these two high-pressure minerals to locate the scars of ancient impact craters. In 1963, Dr. Shoemaker began studying craters formed by underground nuclear test explosions.
My hunch was that I would go have a look at Meteor Crater and see what the structure was, because it had never been thoroughly mapped and described. And so I didn't know what the structure was until I went. But having mapped this first, I went to Meteor Crater, and voila! I was astounded that all of the parts of the crater that I could see in the little nuclear crater were reproduced here on a giant scale, including right down to the pieces of melted material.
Shoemaker's work finally convinced any doubters that a meteor impact had formed Meteor Crater. His work also jump-started the study of craters and inspired a closer look at the role of collision and impact on Earth and throughout the solar system.
Okay guys, we're gonna experience this together.
Moving at 11 miles per second, a meteor raced through the solar system towards Earth. Immense shock waves were created as it approached from the east. Hurricane-force winds threw 175 million tons of material in all directions. The shock
You guys
of
can't feel it, but
impact
there's
melted
air.
most of the meteor and spread it with the large plume of debris. It took just 10 seconds, and Meteor Crater was formed.
There you have it, guys. You're evil.
Oh, that's
Head. Sunset Crater, been there. Meteor Crater, that's where we're at. Okay. Bluffs Crater. Salt Lake.
that's the unshocked rock. Oh no. I'd better surf outside.
Bless. Close encounters. Every day, about 1,000 tons of meteoric material falls into Earth. Though most meteor falls go unnoticed as they land in a remote area or in the oceans, the majority of the meteors are small enough to be slowed by the atmosphere and drop harmlessly to the surface, but periodically large meteors cause craters and extensive damage. Recently, scientists have begun scanning the skies to identify and track meteoroids and comets and determine the object of present threat to Earth.
On February 15th, 2013, a meteor fell over Chelyabinsk, Russia.
Three different views, guys.
Nearly 3 minutes after the flash of light appeared in the sky,
Russia.
a shock wave.
Damn.
As the meteor passed through the atmosphere, it exploded, creating a flash of light
1400.
brighter than the sun, and a shockwave. It took nearly 3 minutes after the flash for the shockwave to be felt. The shockwave damaged buildings and windows and resulted in more than 1,400 injuries. Quote, "If humanity does not want to go the way of the dinosaurs, we need to study an event like this in detail." End quote. King Julien, professor in the Department of Earth and Planetary Science.
Do it again.
What?
Do it again.
That's how I did it? Okay. Which one?
Historic.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do, but okay. Okay, thrust.
Thrust.
This one. Move this way. What am I supposed to do? Landing?
Yeah, it looks like you're landing it.
Land here. Oh, shoot.
Timber!
Hey, I tried. I almost landed there.
You just gotta try.
Slow down, slow down. I didn't crash.
Hey, you didn't go kaboom.
I didn't crash. Oh, can I go up still? Oh, I can.
Woohoo! Sample
You
collected.
can make whatever you want.
I was collect more samples. Okay,
You
which way
put the
should
ball
I go?
in the track.
That way, that
See
way.
how it
There you go.
rolls. See?
It tells you how many.
Well, you only have 2 lives left.
Okay, where's the other ones? Oh my god, Mom was over there too. Turn. Almost.
Woo!
Now we go the other way. Ah, no!
Oh! And you overshot.
Okay, that way. I almost did it. I almost did that one.
Is this your? I think this is your. Yeah, this
No,
should.
it's not. Oh wait, what?
You got it. Yeah, right there.
I crashed. I crashed right into that rock that fell.
We'll send drones to collect samples from the surface of Ganymede 1036 and perform a host of other experiments before heading
Thanks. Oh, hi there again. Alright, gang, we have a few more pre-flight checks to perform before it's time to board. Gotta make sure all our equipment is secure and ready to go. We don't want any surprises while we're out exploring the solar system, do we?
Try again.
It'll take a few more minutes to finish up here, so please wait until the boarding sign lights up to enter the spacecraft. See you on board.
Nope. Denied, Momo.
Fuel cells back online? Great, thanks.
Stretch, Sushi.
Yes. Hello again and welcome aboard. Commander Perseus, any last minute words before departure?
Nah, Jackie. I think our crew is ready and excited to get going. Folks, prepare for takeoff. Jackie, switch to the front-facing camera, please.
Front-facing view activated, Commander. Flight Director Nova is on the comm, sir.
Please patch her through, Jackie.
STS Beringer, this is your flight director at Mission Control. You've been cleared for takeoff in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Jackie, first stop, bottom of the crater.
Roger that, Commander.
This is the lowermost point of the crater, the bottom of the bowl, as we say. We're almost 600 feet below the rim at this point. Directly ahead, you can see the old mine shaft dug by Daniel Barringer in the early 1900s. He was trying to find the meteor that created the crater. It's hard to believe, but that mine shaft is more than 200 feet deep. That old steam-powered winch was used to lower men, heavy equipment, and material in and out of the old mine shaft. Okay, Jackie, let's head up to the rim.
Next stop, the South Rim.
Take a look at those junipers. Some are over 700 years old. When this crater was formed 49,000 years ago, the force of the impact wiped out flora and fauna for miles. It also flipped the layers of rock as they were thrown from the crater in a process called reverse stratigraphy. Okay, who's ready to blast into outer space? Jackie, take us out. Second star to the right and straight on till morning.
You are such a geek. Roger that, Commander. We're going to have to spend space and time a bit to get there fast. On to your space helmets. Wow, look around. I know for most of you, this is your first time in space. Pretty amazing, huh?
Let's begin. One of the duties of a crew member aboard the STS Barringer is the study of the asteroids themselves. What are they made of?
Asteroid Ganymede 1036, straight ahead, Commander.
This ship is equipped with state-of-the-art space drones and remote tools for collecting samples. First Officer Lopez will be demonstrating.
Drones on the way, sir.
Weird.
Now remember, space objects are constantly in motion and frequently
Commander,
involved.
what is that?
Oh my.
Collision! Taking evasive action, sir. Hang on, everyone.
Director Nova, we were almost involved in a collision between two asteroids.
We know, Commander. Asteroid Ganymede 1036 has been hit by an unidentified asteroid, setting it off on a trajectory headed straight for Earth. STS Barringer. You must intervene quickly before returning to Earth, or I'm afraid it will be too late. Our next available launch window for a near-Earth intercept mission will not give us enough time to destroy the asteroid before it reaches Earth. It's up to you. Please, do whatever it takes to divert this asteroid and to save us all.
All right, crew. It's up to us. Let's catch up to that asteroid.
Meteor crater, guys. It's not a fluke. It's not from the volcano. The volcano's that way. So you can kind of see we're up on the moon landing site. That's what they call this landing area. And you can actually, I mean, it's pretty cool. You can actually see right here was where the blast zone is. You can see the terrain color change, and that was how far out it actually, the ring from the blast when it made it. And that actually goes around the entire crater area. And the cloud that it created once it impacted was 7 miles high. 7 miles high, just to give you guys an idea as to how high it was. So, all right, guys, this is where we just went. We're just up there, and then again. So, for those of you who know 9/11, I did not know that we had a memorial out here in Winslow, Arizona, with some of the towers here. Then we have this over here. It's just steel, guys. This is steel. Just crazy. These two steel beams from the World Trade Center entrusted to the citizens of Winslow by the city of New York, along with this flag that was flown at the Pentagon, stand as the centerpiece of our remembrance garden. The words "United we stand" remind the world that we will not fear terrorism, and we hereby dedicate this garden to Northern Arizona's promise that we will never forget. And then that's the flag. The fire engines went, and then the dogs decided to queue in. He just went that way. Hey guys, so we are in Winslow, Arizona. This town was founded on January 10th, 1882 as a railroad hub for Santa Fe Railroad. It was because of the connection to Route 66. So the settlement started with the settler Doc F.C. Dermest, who operated a business from a tenant. A short time later, another settler by the name of J.H. Breed built the first stone building. This town was actually named after General Edward F. Winslow. So you got a lot of historical areas in the places in this town. One of them being the La Posada Hotel, which was founded in 1930, and the Old Trails Museum. The railroad helped establish this town, Winslow. It's also known for Standing on the Corner, which was an Eagles song in 1972, and then Travis Tritt also sang a line in there and hit one of his songs called Take It Easy, and he kind of quoted the Eagles song. So I hope you enjoy this area just as much as I do. Remnants of an old gas station here. It's now a private business, which is currently closed, but this little guy's cute. Oh, nice little Ford. Fire truck, and then look at this. Used to be a That's inside. Standing on the corner of Winslow, Arizona, guys. So this is one of the historic buildings. It's Hubbard, named Hubbard. You can see up at the top here, from 1914. A lot of these buildings, there used to be something right here in this empty lot, but not anymore. And then right there, where that truck is coming out, is where Standing on the Corner is. Standing on the corner, Winslow, Arizona. It's right here, guys. This is what that song is based off of. It's right here. This is a beautiful day. Hey guys, so we made it to Holbrook. We're actually ahead of schedule for what we want to do, but we are at Cozy Cone Motel. It is actually called Wigwam Motel. this was a inspiration to the Cars, Pixar's Cars, Cozy Cone Motel. That's what everybody calls it, and you can actually sleep in an actual wigwam. They have, if you couldn't tell, there's several classic cars over here, right here, and then there's some that are actually over here that we'll see. We're gonna head up a couple of places and then stay the night just around the corner from here, and then we're gonna come back again. We're gonna come back tomorrow and hit up the Petrified Forest and a couple other places, but that'll most likely be another video, because as of right now I'm planning on doing each day a different video. So it's going to be possibly one of 3 or one of 4 videos. So stick around, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow for more adventures with me and Junior. Thanks, guys. So again, wigwam. You can sleep in a wigwam. These things are awesome. I always loved the horseshoes. And these guys are beauties. And this place is open, so we are going to go in. But here's one of the. We got a couple different wigwams and a couple people who are staying here, but we will not be staying here. They used to have pumps here. They had the old-fashioned 1, 2, and then 3 and 4 pumps back in the day, because this was a very we're on Route 66. This is Route 66 right here. But this place is awesome. I've loved this place and try to visit when I can. But as you can see, there's wigwams and all that. The cozy cones. Gotta get Junior. Of the very few 90-degree turns on Highway 66, the one in Holbrook was the last to survive. So, give you guys a little bit of an idea. Look, it's tomato. Like tomato, but without the tub. It's a 55. Isn't he a beaut? Hey, hey. Here we go. Here we go. Grandpappy. Got Grandpappy. Alright, guys, so you got Tomato's Grandpappy. You got this guy right here is Flo. You've got Sally right there. That would have been Hudson. And those are the only ones that I can think of. But yeah.
No, not Sally.
No, Sally was the blue car.
She was the hot rod, or the little. The blue one was Flo's husband.
Sorry, guys. The blue one over there is Ramon, not Sally. Such beautiful vehicles. Especial. Oh, the window's open on this one. So beautiful. Such a pretty car. So this is, as I said, these are the teepees, the wigwams, and inspired cars. Inspired the cozy cone. Got the little RV dude right there. But yeah, guys, it's awesome. Welcome to Route 66, one of the last places to die out in off of Route 66. Lasted the longest. All right, guys. So we've been to Oatman, Kingman, passed through Hackberry and Truxton, hit up Valentine, hit up Peach Springs, Seligman. We went through Ash Fork, but we didn't stop. Started at Williams. We kind of went through parks without going through parks, if that makes sense. Belmont, we're gonna end in Flagstaff at the end of this trip. We started off in Winona because we came up, and then from Flagstaff, we came over. So we went through Winona and hit up Two Guns and Meteor Crater. We hit up Winslow. We drove through Joseph City, and we will try to hit up that sign either today or tomorrow. We're in Holbrook. We're gonna miss Chambers and Sanders and Loopton, but yeah, we're gonna hit up Petrified Forest, and we're at the Wigwam, and we're gonna hang out there a little bit. And then there's the Arizona, New Mexico. That's a wicked photo. I've seen many bumps in the road. I am old, worn out, and I have traveled a long way to get here. So I figured Holbrook was a good place to retire. This trunk is, I've always loved trunks like this. To me, it's beautiful. And then the famous cars. Anyone remember that air company? Hey guys, so you're going to see this video about 5 to 6 weeks after it was actually done. But, and there was a reason for that. There are some things that were Thanksgiving and kind of Christmas related that needed to go before this video. But after this, you'll have 4 more videos. So this is, like I said, part 1 of a 5-part series. So you're going to have after this week, you'll have 4 more episodes for this trip that we went on. We hit up a lot of stuff. My coworker was kind enough to help me plan this. She gave me the idea to go and visit these places and what key points to visit because of where Kathleen and I wanted to go. And I actually did about 4 months of research to do all of everything that's going to be in these videos. It was a lot of fun, a lot of hard work to do the information, to get all the information, and I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun doing the research. I have been to the first 2 stops that you saw in here, Two Guns and Twin Arrows. I had already been to. I went to back in 2022, and a lot's changed. I actually did some research today and found out that the current property owners of Canyon Diablo, which is also known as Two Guns, they actually proposed to do a glamping type site on this property, but it was shot down. That was back in 2021 when they proposed it. They wanted to do yurts, which are cool little, like, tents almost. They're not teepees, but they're high-end camping. The property owner wanted to do yurts, the place like an RV resort, tree houses, and a couple other things. Proposed that to the city, and it was shot down, unfortunately. As of right now, it's just there's a lot of construction vehicles, so I do not know what the future holds for Canyon Diablo, Two Guns, or even Twin Arrows. At least the property owner he was trying to keep the history there. From what I've read, was trying to keep the history there, but also bring tourists back into that area so that they could repopulate it, I guess, in a lack of a better term. Unfortunately, like I said, that idea was shot down. I don't know if the property owner proposed new ideas or anything like that. We will see. I will keep an eye on it, but as of right now, unfortunately, it's deteriorating so bad that I'm not sure how much longer it's going to be there. And that's sad. Meteor crater, which you guys will see, which you saw in this video, that was the first time I had ever been there, and it was so much fun. Even with the tourists that were there, it was a lot of tourists that were foreigners, and it was still a lot of fun. There was a lot of us there, and in that little group, but I had so much fun. I had never been there, and it was just, I had an absolute blast on this first part of the trip. Please stick around. Don't forget to watch the next 4 series that'll come after this. Like I said, it's a 5-part series, and then you'll see other stuff as well after that. That's going to be going on over the next 6 weeks. There's a lot of stuff that I have planned over the next 6 weeks that will follow these videos. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this page, and don't forget to have fun, live life, and just go out there and explore, guys. Thanks so much for watching.